You're listening to I Know All About That with Joe and Curtis.
I don't need anybody else's opinion. I know what I'm talking about
There's a lot of confidence there.
because it's me. Suck it up, buttercup, and let's do it.
Well,
Can they do that?
maybe we don't know all about that.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of I Know All About That with Joe and Curtis. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Joe.
That's a loud shirt you got on there.
Yeah, I can hear it, can't you?
Yeah. That's bright.
I kind of like the color stuff. It makes me stand out in different places.
Really adding some color to
Yeah, it does.
People are really going to enjoy.
My color commentary.
Hey, they're really going to enjoy seeing that color pop up on their timeline on social media.
Yeah, they'll say,
Some
hey.
clips from this episode.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the comments on that.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, the clips have been incredible. And we had one about you talking about eating a mayo sandwich that, I posted the video originally, I don't know, a couple months ago after that episode. And just a few weeks ago, it took off again on Instagram and got like 60,000 views.
Maybe people don't have anything else to do.
Maybe not. And
They want a rerun.
tons of comments, and quite honest with you, they're great. So we're going to go through all of them.
Okay.
Not all of them, but a lot of the good ones. Okay.
Being done by the Army. I heard that.
This is the section of the show where we go over some previous comments, and this one we're focusing solely on the mayo sandwich video. If you've not seen that clip or heard that clip, go check out my TikTok at Curtis Crowbird or my Instagram at Curtis Crowbird. You can find that clip there. You can find it on YouTube. Dad talks about eating just a mayo sandwich, and that's it.
Well, I want to throw in a little insert here about that mayo or Miracle Whip sandwich, however you want to look at it, on Sunday afternoons.
Well, now hang on a second.
Okay. Can't do
Because a lot of people got onto you. I don't know if I picked any comments about this, but a lot of people got onto you for saying mayo, Miracle Whip, whatever, same difference. And they're not. People were very up in arms about you saying that. Just so you know. But you don't care, do you? Yeah.
Frankly, you don't know how much I don't care.
No, I have a pretty good...
I think Tom Selleck used that in one of his movie, Monty Wash. Frankly, you don't know how much I don't care.
I have a pretty good idea. What were you going to say about that?
Well, anyway, I was going to say that on Sunday afternoons after church is over, while waiting for people to get there to eat with us, sometimes. But anyway,
Dad, we live an hour away. We can't always get there.
I fix a Miracle Whip sandwich and have a glass of tea, sweet tea, and I sit on the front porch and do an online, a live broadcast on Facebook. And I show the lake and or the pond, however you want to look at it, and I'm sitting there eating a Miracle Whip sandwich and drinking a sweet glass of tea, just waiting for people to get there. Nothing else on it. And my father-in-law used to ask me, "Aren't you going to put anything else on that?" Nope, that's what I eat. I may throw a piece of cheese on there.
Oh, my God.
I may throw a tomato on there. But most of the time, it's just a Miracle Whip sandwich. If I don't have Miracle Whip, I'll eat mayo. But it's not as good as Miracle Whip. But and every once in a great blue moon, I'm talking a great blue moon, I will throw a couple of chips on there and eat it. But other than that, I just sit there and eat it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy.
So first off, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong with it. Second off, it's not healthy.
It is. It gives. It helps my appetite to get ready for the big meal.
That has nothing to do with health. That just has to do with being hungry.
No, I am hungry.
Let me just ask Google if mayo is healthy. Miracle Whip. What's your favorite?
Miracle Whip's my favorite.
You're definitely not. Anything called Miracle Whip is not going to be healthy.
Miracle.
Is Miracle Whip healthy?
It's a miracle.
Unfortunately, I'm not even going to read the rest of it because it starts with unfortunately. We know it's not healthy.
Unfortunately, it's going to say, unfortunately, it is healthy.
Unfortunately, Miracle Whip is sweetened with high fructose corn syrup.
Syrup. I love syrup sandwiches, too.
Are you Buddy the Elf? Who are you?
Why you compare me to Buddy the Elf? He's not as smart as I am.
No, he's not. He's really dumb.
Well, see, he's not as smart as I am. He doesn't know what's good for him, what's not good for him.
He
Syrup
doesn't.
sandwiches.
You know what? Speaking of that, you know who doesn't know what's good for him and who's not, and what's not good for him? Toddlers.
Well, I'm trying to teach my grandson, but you won't let me.
At Adele Artemis on Instagram says, I've met toddlers like this and old men like this. There is no in between.
Well, I think there is.
I thought that was a pretty good comment.
Yeah, that's a good comment. Not wrong one, but anyway.
At Shane54321.
Learning his numbers. That's good.
Yeah, he is. He says, this guy hates Chinese food.
Good point. I'll eat that miracle sandwich before I eat Chinese. I'm not eating any. Never mind.
Easy. Easy.
I'll eat an egg roll. That's about all I will eat.
But
And I
like
will
an
dip it
actual egg roll?
Egg roll, and I'll dip it in ketchup or Miracle Whip. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Okay. At AJHHZC. How do you pronounce that?
Has he?
AJHHZC. How do you pronounce it?
HH?
Yeah, 2 H's.
Oh, HH Greg.
All right.
Used to be a store.
This person said, dated a girl that did this. He's saying, I dated a girl that did this.
My sister.
No.
No.
I don't know that.
Just kidding.
Anyways, at AJHHZC, dated a girl that did this. Miracle Whip and jalapenos. That's it.
Well,
I've never been so disgusted by someone so attractive in my life. How's that make you feel?
that doesn't really bother me. I think that's pretty cool. Hey, the other thing I wanted to throw out there I haven't threw out yet is you won't believe what else I eat. Not all the time now, but a lot of times when I was a kid, especially watching Elvis Presley movies with Mom. And every once in a while I did it. I was going up here, and I'm going to start doing it again. Cool Whip by itself. Just get the Cool Whip, open the bowl, and just start eating it. No strawberries, no cherries, just Cool Whip. And not the light Cool Whip either. No. I'm just Cool Whip.
Sorry, I got a text from somebody that said, please wrap this up.
Really?
Yeah, this is live right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, look, right there. It's not live. Okay.
And you didn't get a text?
I did get a text. I decided to check it because I was not interested in where that comment was going.
Oh.
At Anthony Cruz G. Bet you, he's saying, I bet you whenever he eats out, he leaves bad reviews.
No.
Which is entertaining because Dad just learned what Yelp review was just
Yelp.
a few episodes ago.
Yeah. Yelp.
What's that stand for?
Help. It's some kind of
Yell for help.
tip or something. You just...
No, it's a place where you leave reviews.
Oh, yes. Well.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I leave good reviews for a lot of places. I leave good tips, too.
Mm-hmm. What about at Chinese restaurants?
I don't even go in there to leave a tip or a review.
At Paja Romez, he said, good God, this man is the Midwest.
I don't know about that. I mean, I live in the Midwest, but I don't know about that.
They're just saying you and everything you do, say, stand for, represent, you're the Midwest. And I agree. You're pretty good. You're a pretty accurate representation of the dad from the Midwest.
Oh.
Here, that thing is falling forward again. Is that comfortable?
It don't bother me.
Well, what
Is it
happens,
bothering
it
you?
keeps sliding forward, and then your mic keeps sliding down. Okay. Okay. At Made in Earnest says, this is why the rest of the world hates us.
Because the way I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I am who I am.
Yeah.
I am somebody. I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
That's
but
getting ready to come out there, too.
This is why Dad's working on some merch. This is why the
don't
rest
cuss at me. I don't like that.
Okay. I got one more for you. This one is from at Backwood Burna.
Backwood.
Burna.
Hey, Burner.
He said, "Not everyone needs a podcast or needs to be on one."
Well, he's not on one? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if he's not.
He's just jealous.
Well,
I went back and forth with this guy a little bit on Instagram because sometimes I enjoy doing that. And we get these comments a lot, actually. It's fun when people don't like the show and the clips that we put out. So they comment and they say things like this. And what they don't realize is that them commenting is actually helping the show and helping those clips get more and more views. Because when you comment, it puts it in the algorithm more and stuff like that. Did you know that? Yeah. It helps.
When I comment.
No, well, yeah, it would if you comment. I'm saying when anyone comments, good or bad. So that's why I think it's funny when somebody leaves a negative comment. It's actually helping us.
Oh, so I thought I was getting ready for my feelings to get hurt, but they're not.
Well, that was it. That's the only thing he said. Not everyone needs a podcast or needs to be on one. Hey, when he's talking about us, he's saying this is dumb.
I need to be on stand-up comedy then, because I don't need a podcast. I can do that on stand-up
You
comedy.
think you could do some stand-up comedy?
I think I wouldn't mind trying.
Well,
Hey, where'd you get that at? You know what that green stuff reminds me of in the background there?
oh yeah, what about it?
Asparagus.
Okay, I mean it's green.
I like asparagus with ketchup.
You gonna try some stand-up comedy with me
Not now, 'cause no.
next time I'm in Chicago? I'll
I
take
wouldn't
you with
mind
me
that. I wouldn't mind doing that.
We'll go do some
You're finally
stand-up.
going to take me.
because I want to see you do stand-up.
I wouldn't mind.
You think it's easy?
No, I don't think it's easy.
I've been doing some stand-up lately because that's what I want to be when I grow up.
I think it'd be
is a
kind of
stand-up
fun just
comedian.
to try. They may throw me out, but that's all right.
They're not gonna throw you out. They're just not gonna laugh. Maybe, I don't know. They might laugh. When I tell stories about you, I get laughs.
When I just walk on stage, I'll probably get a laugh.
It's possible.
Possible.
You
And
want to try it?
if I like it, then I may just stay in Chicago and do it for money.
It's not that easy, but I mean, stand-up comedy is a hard thing to get into. It takes a lot of work. It takes going to a lot of clubs, putting in your time. You don't just go straight from here to there. You know, you don't get to go straight from high school to the NBA, so to speak, with stand-up comedy. So you got to put in a lot of work.
Okay.
But I would love for you to go and try it sometime. It'd be fun. I'm working on developing an open mic locally. So if
Oh,
I do
cool.
get one developed,
cool.
you can come and do some stand-up.
Cool.
All right.
Let me get it.
I wonder. You know, that's the most important question to which I hope to find an answer.
Quick topics. That's what that soundbite
Okay.
represents. Okay, let me see if I can get this to play. I found this video of you. Walking to school
Appeal
when you,
both
were,
ways.
when you were younger. This
Yeah.
is a video of it. Here we go. Ready? Can you see that?
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. There it is. It was a tough trek, but we got there. We got there. I don't know, did I still have shoes on? Sometimes I didn't have any shoes
You had to
on.
bring that shovel, sometimes get some snow out of the way.
Getting home sometimes is difficult because it's a downhill slide. You got to be careful.
Well, I thought it was uphill both ways.
It is uphill both ways, but you got to be careful because you can accidentally slide down back the hill and go back up the hill. It's pretty cool.
That's a pretty wild video. Look how high up that guy is, though. I would never do anything like that.
Well, that's the art of 3Dism, where it makes it look like it's real high, but it's not. It's just right.
No, that was a mountain.
Okay.
You think that was fake?
That may have been my brother or sister in that one. I don't know. But anyway.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. When you want to drink, you get wet water.
I don't know. Some people argue that water's not wet.
Water is wet.
The definition of wet is covered or saturated with water or another liquid.
Water's wet. You want to wet your whistle, you drink water.
Let's see what Google says.
Well, Google doesn't know everything.
Oh, well, you never know.
No, it doesn't.
Is water wet? Water is wet.
Of course it is.
in the sense of being a liquid which flows easily because its viscosity, you know what that means?
Viscosity.
Is low. Which is because its molecules are rather loosely joined together.
Yep. So it is wet. When you want to wet your whistle, you get some water because it's wet.
But then if you look here, University of California,
Oh
Santa
boy,
Barbara,
we're out there in California again. They don't know anything. They're by an ocean. They can't see the ocean's wet. They get floods.
University of California, Santa Barbara says liquid water is not itself wet, but can make other solid materials wet. So we've got conflicting information here on the internet.
What are they doing to drink water? Is that not wet?
Well, they're saying, is water itself wet? It makes other things wet, but is the water itself
I think it
wet?
does. I think it is wet. Why would it not be wet?
I don't know.
I'm going to need some water to cool down my blood pressure here because I'm getting heated. Why do those people out there think they know everything? They drop words that you can't
Because
use.
they have
They
have very sophisticated and educated people
They're not hicks.
that live there and go to very expensive schools of thought led by very educated and sophisticated individuals.
I've seen some of their schools of thought. Yeah,
So
I
they
got a
know.
thought too about some of their schools.
They know.
Okay, go ahead.
They know.
Yeah, they don't know all about that. I'll just tell you.
Here's another question, heavily debated in the world and online. There's even a podcast out there by this name. It's a podcast about making food and other stuff, but this is the name of the podcast. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm asking you that question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. Why would it not be a sandwich? You got a hot dog on a bun. You got ketchup or Miracle Whip
Hang on a minute.
or mustard.
Stop the train right here. Did you just say Miracle Whip on a hot dog?
Yeah. Mustard, ketchup. You could actually take your hot dog, okay? You could split it, or you can just leave it lay there, and you can go ketchup, Miracle Whip, mustard, and then put some relish on it. Oh my gosh!
You actually put Miracle Whip on a hot dog.
Yeah, why not? It's not going to kill you.
Well, that doesn't mean you should do it. Just because something's not going to kill you doesn't mean I probably
Sometimes
should do this.
Sometimes I have even on a hot dog had ketchup, Miracle Whip, mustard, relish.
Okay, hang on. The way I hope the camera's picking this up. Do you put them in sections?
Yeah, I got ketchup, Miracle Whip, mustard.
So your experience progresses as you eat through the hot dog. It's not the same throughout.
No, yeah. So I'm eating it, and I get the one. It's mustard on this. Cause I'll start on this end. It's mustard, but then on top of the relish, I've even crunched up tater chips and put them on there.
This question went places I didn't think it was going to go.
I'm just me.
The
It is a sandwich.
the definition of a sandwich is an item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them.
There's
eaten
two pieces
as
of
a
bread
light
on a
meal.
bun. You got one
Now,
side.
a hot dog bun. Hot dog bun's one.
No, it isn't.
all
You
one.
open it up, you can tear it apart. There's two pieces there.
That does.
Yeah,
That's
counts.
not its original
According
intent.
to the California study, School of Educated Sophisticated, that's considers a sandwich.
That's not its original intent, though, as a hot dog bun.
Okay, go ahead. I think it's a sandwich.
Well, I think we should dive into this subject a little bit more.
Okay. Oh boy.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is the sandwich alignment chart. I'm going to put this up on the screen for other people to see as well, the people that are watching. If you're listening, you're missing out on a lot here.
It's entertaining.
Basically, on the left side of the chart, from top to bottom, is a structure purist, and then a structure neutral, and then a structure rebel. So what this is saying is we're going to categorize different types of food to determine whether they're a sandwich or not a sandwich. Okay? On the top part of the graph from left to right is ingredient purist. You good there? Ingredient neutral, and then ingredient rebel. So your purist of structure and ingredients will be in the top left, and your rebel of structure and ingredients will be in your bottom right. You understanding that? I need an audible response. It's a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the top left, something that abides by good structure and good ingredients as qualifying as a sandwich, okay, is something like a BLT. That's a sandwich. All right?
Yeah.
2 pieces of bread outside of, sandwich toppings, meat, cheese, lettuce, condiments, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Let's move over to the right. And this is somebody who has good structure, a structure purist, but the ingredients are a little neutral, so a little questionable, but probably still a sandwich. Okay, this is called a chip buddy sandwich. All right,
I can see that.
that's the example they use. That's essentially like putting French fries and chips and
Yeah.
stuff like that in your sandwich, which I do that all the time.
That's a sandwich.
I don't mind like a bologna sandwich with some ruffles on it,
Man,
a little
sounds
mustard
good.
in there.
Oh, Miracle Whip.
Now, see, you got to quit adding Miracle Whip in places it doesn't need to go.
Miracle Whip belongs on bologna and cheese sandwiches.
It
Yes. On bacon and stuff. Yes.
okay, I mean maybe, but
no, there's no
again, it just goes
maybe.
back to the I just don't envision. I just think of mayonnaise a lot more with that kind of stuff, and not Miracle Whip.
It's the same difference.
It's not though.
Okay, go ahead.
So now this is somebody who has good structure, but the ingredients are so far off basis. This is essentially where you're lying in the sandwich chart, if I had to guess. Not lying as in not telling the truth, lying as in this is where you are.
The third one over.
Yes, which is basically ice cream in between some waffles. Okay, I think that's where you lie on the sandwich chart. How do you feel about that?
Ice cream with a little syrup in there. Boy, you got it made, man. You're eating that, and it's running out of there.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go down.
That's good.
Let's look at somebody who
You can't eat a waffle or anything like that without syrup
that's
and
true.
ice cream, because that makes a little caramel.
Okay.
And that's pretty good.
I don't know if that's how.
I hope
caramel's
Colbert's has some of that.
What's it
later.
called?
Colbert's. I hope it has
It's
some.
not Culver's. It's Culver's.
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 Say it again.
Culver's.
One more time.
Culver's.
Good job. All right.
All right.
Where are you going after this to get ice cream?
Culver's.
Okay. So next one down is the structure neutral, meaning the structure is a little bit questionable, okay? But the ingredients is there.
Okay.
And that's basically like a sub sandwich. I don't know why they would consider that neutral. That, in my opinion, is almost like just as classic as a sandwich as a BLT. But this is where your hot dog comes in the middle. It's all neutral, right? The structure is questionable. The ingredients are questionable. That's where a hot dog lies. Okay? So is a hot dog a sandwich? It's on the sandwich alignment chart, which makes me think that it might be a sandwich. Now, here's somebody who the structure is just questionable and the ingredients are so far off base. It's like an ice cream taco sandwich. How do you feel about one of those?
Ice cream taco sandwich. Is it hard shell or soft shell?
Oh my gosh, it's a hard shell.
Oh, yeah.
You mean to tell me that you would put ice cream inside of a flour tortilla and eat that?
Yeah, I like soft shell better. Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Well, they put guacamole on that stuff. That's nasty. That's worse than
But that's
mayonnaise.
just you not liking a certain type of
It
food.
don't matter. It's nasty.
Putting
Pudding?
ice cream,
What?
placing ice cream inside of a flour tortilla is a criminal offense.
What would be wrong with that?
Everything.
It's the same thing as putting on a hard shell taco.
That's not a regular hard. That's like a waffle cone hard shell.
It doesn't
Dad.
matter. It's the same
It's
thing.
like a dessert.
Well, it's okay.
It's not an actual taco.
People can eat like that.
They can, but they're not usually accepted in normal society.
Exactly. They're unsophisticated and uneducated.
They're hicks. Daggone it.
Daggone it, we're going to go to Culver's after one. I'm going to show you a hick.
Okay, let's move on to the bottom part. You seem so bummed out about me walking you through this chart.
No, go ahead and walk me through it. I can't see it.
You can't see that?
I can see it. Go ahead. I can't tell what's on there, but
That means you can't see it.
I can just read it.
Okay. This is somebody on the bottom who the structure of what they're about to eat is it can contain any food enveloped in any way by containing the food. This is the definition of it. So it's considered a structure rebel. With good ingredients, you're looking at a chicken wrap, right? Normal type of ingredients. The structure itself is not necessarily 2 pieces of bread.
It's just a wrap.
Yeah,
That's a wrap.
that's a wrap. And then neutral ingredient for someone that's a structure rebel is like a burrito, which no one's out there calling a burrito a sandwich, in my opinion.
I've never. Yeah, I wouldn't think that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for the person who has zero respect for structure or zero respect for ingredients, that's a Pop-Tart.
I eat Pop-Tarts.
There's nothing wrong with any of these things. This is just saying what is a sandwich, what is not a sandwich. And what it basically is saying, in the top left corner, definitely a sandwich.
Yeah.
As you work your way diagonally down to the bottom right corner, it slowly becomes not a
You
sandwich.
got 2 X's and 1 O down at the bottom. If you go from left down diagonal, you got sandwich, not a sandwich.
Hang on a
Pop-Tarts-
second. Are you
Pop-Tarts
playing? Hang
and
on a second. Are you playing tic-tac-toe
I sure
on
am.
the ingredient chart?
Yeah, top left X.
Or it would be an O for that being a
It
sandwich.
don't matter. X. If you
Well,
depends
X
on which
means-
one you are.
Crossing it out is bad.
No, okay, just put no. Who cares? Okay, in the middle, hot dog O, and then the bottom right an X, because that's just a Pop-Tart,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah. I don't know where we're going with the tic-tac-toe thing.
I'm just telling you that. Okay, then everything else is O's. Except for that wrap, it's probably an X because it's not really a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
would
the taco
I
shells that you
wouldn't
can-
consider. I wouldn't consider a wrap a sandwich.
No,
I wouldn't consider a burrito a sandwich. Definitely wouldn't consider a Pop-Tart a sandwich. You know?
you wouldn't consider putting Miracle Whip on those either.
No, I wouldn't consider a hot. I don't think a hot dog's a sandwich.
Okay.
Personally,
Okay.
it's only one piece of bread.
Okay.
Now, if you had like a nice bratwurst, sliced it in half, put it on some bread, got some other stuff in there, that's a sandwich. If you're just eating a regular hot dog, that's not a sandwich.
You're bringing 2 pieces of bread together.
No,
That's
you're
a
not.
sandwich.
No, you're not. It's one piece of bread
Now,
that's
if it-
split,
now, if it-
and then you're just
If it
folding
splits, then it becomes 2 pieces of bread.
Well, it's not all the way split. Have you seen a hot dog bun lately?
Yeah, and if they split, which some do,
So when you count a hot dog bun, do you say here's one hot dog bun, or do you say here's 2 hot dog buns?
depends on if they're split. If they're split,
it's
I'm gonna
broken
call-
in half-
well, I'm going to call it 2.
But they're not supposed to be. My thing is like a traditional hot dog is one. Its bun is one piece, man.
Yeah, but you can still call it a sandwich because they come together.
No, you're missing the point.
No, I'm getting the point.
Are you?
You're missing the point.
What point am I
You're
missing?
bringing 2 pieces of bread together,
No.
like you do on a sandwich.
No, see, you are missing my point.
No.
Because a hot dog bun is not 2 pieces of bread. A hot dog bun is
We need to move on.
a hot dog.
We need to move on.
That's some. You're showing some growth. I appreciate that. He's saying, you know what? Content's getting pretty rough here. We got to move on.
In these parts, a man's life often depends on a mere scrap of information.
Okay, sticking with the topic of food.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. This is making me hungry. We're talking a lot about food. I could go for a burrito or a
Whip
chicken
sandwich
wrap.
with chips on it.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna let you go upstairs and eat that.
I know you won't let me eat at your house. It's like a.
It's a disgrace.
Gosh.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the ketchup chips from Lay's? They're in Canada. Here, check them out.
Oh,
Look at
no, I haven't. I don't think I have. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. You got some?
I don't. They're from Canada.
Oh, you don't have any here? Didn't order any? Nobody has them in a store?
No, I can maybe try to order some.
I bet that'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if I'd like that.
You don't know until you try it.
Well, a lot of people in that mayonnaise sandwich video mentioned like alternative ideas for you to eat, and one of them is the ketchup chip. Because
Ketchup chip with Miracle Whip.
well, because people were talking about how
sandwich.
you also mentioned that you dip chips in ketchup, which I don't think is like that weird. Ketchup is fine for that kind of stuff. But they said, oh, there's a ketchup chip. It's from Canada. Oh, I hear my daughter crying.
Oh, really?
It's almost time to wrap up this show.
Yeah.
It is from Lay's, and it is from Canada. We need to get our hands on some and do a taste test, I think. But would you rather have a pre-flavored chip like this, or would you rather take a regular chip and dip it in ketchup? What's your preference?
Either or. Just try both. Do
That's
both.
not so okay.
You always have to pray when you ask me a question.
Well, all I'm doing is just trying to make this show better.
Oh, okay.
I ask you a question so that I can get like an answer out of you.
Okay, maybe just take a chip and dip it in ketchup. It'll end up.
That's what you would
it'll end
prefer?
up a ketchup chip.
Okay.
And dip one end in ketchup, the other end in Miracle Whip, and just eat it and see how it tastes. And maybe the bottom part in mustard.
You need to get some of that combo stuff that lady at CVS was telling.
Not
tell
CVS, eye doctor. She told me.
Tell them that story.
No, CVS. That's right, CVS.
It was. Tell them that story.
Yeah, they make now a ketchup mayonnaise mixture, and so I'm gonna get some, and we're gonna try it here on the show one time. Put it on a piece of bread or something, just eat it.
No, we're gonna use it for what is intended to be, like putting it on a burger
or a piece of bread. That's what it's intended to be.
Yeah, but there's no meat on the piece of
Don't
bread
have
you're
to be
talking
meat.
about. Yes, there does. There does need to be.
Like a while ago, I dipped my bread upstairs into ketchup and ate it. No meat. I even put on my sandwich
leftover mac and cheese from my son's meal. I know. I saw it. It was awful.
It's just cheese on a bread.
It was awful.
We better wrap this up because my grandkids are
I
up.
think mom has taken care of
But
it.
she can't. Oh,
She doesn't need it. She needs to go back to sleep. She was just kind of woke up.
okay.
I'm gonna find a riddle here real quick. Okay? All right. Here we go.
Roses
I'm
red
worried
about
it's a lot. But then a man gets older and he thinks very differently and things get very clear.
What has a neck but no head?
clock.
Does a clock have a neck?
A neck and no head.
Yeah.
Hang on. A neck and no head. Top hat?
No. A bottle.
That's right. A neck and no head.
The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
The more you take. A ruler?
No. Footsteps.
The more you take, the more you leave behind.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. David's father has 3 sons. Snap, Crackle, and...
Pop.
No. David's father has 3 sons. Snap, Crackle, and...
Crack. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Okay. David's father has 3 sons. Snap, Crackle, and... This is such a classic, like, little riddle. Come on.
I probably heard this many times. Snap, crackle.
You know the name. David's father has 3 sons. Snap, Crackle, and...
David?
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Does that make you angry?
No.
You seem a little peeved that I asked you that.
It doesn't.
Oh, man.
It's a Miracle Whip on. It's good.
What is more useful when it's broken?
More useful when it's broken. Well, it's not your leg. Glass?
Is glass useful when it's broken?
Can be. You can cut something. It can cut you.
But that's not... Being cut is not useful.
You can cut a piece of paper or something. Cut it into a box or something.
Think about food. Something that's more useful when it's broken.
Chips?
Nope.
Bread?
Nope.
Crackers?
Nope.
They're more useful when they're broken.
I mean, that's a good. That's honestly that's a good argument. Like saltines, they're more useful broken in chili.
Yeah.
The answer is eggs.
Eggs? Yeah, well, that makes sense.
You think we should wrap this show up?
Whatever you want to do, it's fine.
I feel like you're over it.
I'm over it now, right now. I'm just a little tired.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for you to talk for 2 hours.
Not really, but I can't say what I want to say.
Yeah, you can. This is the show. You can say what you need to say. Because the
people in Stanford will not allow me to do that.
Listen, that list and what he's referring to is the Stanford list of banned words. We talked about it in some previous episodes, and they've retracted the list. It was a dumb list. The way they went about it was really dumb. But it's really been really fun to bring up some of those words. I
wonder who made them retract it.
Everyone, because everyone was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
So.
If I want to say a manhole cover, I'm going to say a manhole cover.
Yeah.
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 There's something else I was going to say.
A lot easier than saying a they-hole cover.
They-hole cover.
What else were you going to say?
Or when somebody has a baby, it's a baby until you name it. I'm like, no, it's a baby.
So, there was a big thing. I don't want to get deep into this because I don't like getting too deep into these, like, this type of discussions. The Stanford list of words things is a lot of fun. But there was that thing not too long ago. When I say that, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago, where they were like, we need to call them babies, not babies.
Yeah. That was on the Hoda and Yoda show in the
And I was like,
mornings.
Listen, babies is already a neutral term. I don't understand why we needed to adjust that. But here's the thing about that. That was never a big deal because it was stupid from the get-go.
Yeah.
But it got some attention on some show that you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a morning show.
And that's how people found it. But nobody took that seriously at all. Because that was just like, hey, let's just change that to for the heck of it.
That's what they did.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry you guys had to listen to this show.
Don't let me take up any more of your precious time.
Let's go. The show's over anyway.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Dad, give him an outro.
Hey, I'm glad you listened to us on this episode here. I hope you join us for the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
What instrument were you playing there?
Banjo.
Banjo? You ever played a banjo before?
Nope. Always wanted to learn.
Yeah.
I learned right here. We're not on anymore, are we?
Oh, we're on. We're still live.
Swing your partner, swing. That's my fiddle. Swing your partner, swing her around. If you don't like her, throw her down. Is that legal? Oh, she gets back up. She does it again. Next time, just kick her in the shin. Is that legal?
You got another line?
Yeah, or hacky sack. Hacky sack, you'll always be kicked around by me. Good old hacky sack, Tennessee.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll stop it now, I guess.
Okay. We good?
It's like sticking around for the bloopers and the credits after a movie. If you stick around long enough, you might get some entertaining stuff.
Yeah, you can erase
All right, thanks everyone
we'll see
listening.
You. Thank you very much.
We love you guys.
Thank you very much.
Well, we like you.
Yeah, we don't love
That's
you.
a strong word. Sorry about
love's a strong word. You can't use it
That's
probably.
yes.
We'll probably get in trouble for using that. Somebody we don't know.
Come off as aggressive.
Aggressive.
All right, I'm going to stop it before you say something that's going to get us in trouble.